2024 Cortana Kiwanis Christmas Parade. We are so excited to join you tonight. It is a beautiful night to join it for a Christmas celebration, and it's all presented by Coca-Cola. I'm Liz Coe of WAFB TV, Channel 9, and I'm joined this year by a new co-host, Jared Silverman, colleague on 9 News This Morning, and our trusted meteorologist.
Thank you so much. It's such a pleasure to be here, and good evening and Merry Christmas to you,
Merry
Liz Coe.
Christmas.
And Merry Christmas to all of you in the Baton Rouge area. Thank you for joining us on this, the 73rd annual Christmas parade, all organized by the Cortana Kiwanis Club, and I just could not be more excited to be here along your side on this great night.
Well, we're in for a treat. We have fun every morning. It's going to be a fun night here in downtown Baton Rouge. I tell you what, the parade route, people are lined up. They've been lined up here excited for about an hour now. We hear the sounds of the bands getting going and practicing. Again, we're in for a great show tonight. And Jared, the weather couldn't have been any better.
Yeah, you know what? I'll take all the credit for that. I take enough of the blame.
As you should.
Yeah, you know, there's a little bit of a breeze out there, but it's not going to be enough to push any of the floats around. They're going to be just fine and steady. But the temperatures are really good, Liz. We're in the 60s right now, and even by the end of the parade, it's still going to be in the lower 60s. I saw some folks with their T-shirts on, and I'm actually a little bit overdressed over here. But again, these 75,000 goers and seers, they are set to go, and I think this is going to be a really good time.
I love it. You're just prepared in the case when the temperature drops a little bit.
Yes.
I love to see that. We love a good parade forecast. We love a good parade, and this Christmas parade is one of the best in the city. I tell you what, it has a great mix of bands and dancers and special guests, and of course, huge decorated floats lined up for you. Did you know, Jared, that it was actually internationally recognized as one of the top 10 signature projects in the world by Kiwanis International? These local Kiwanians, they volunteer all year round for this event, and the streets, as we told you, are starting to fill up here. The kids are getting ready with their baskets and with their throws. Of course, they're all ready and waiting to see, well, Santa Claus. We hear Santa Claus is coming to town.
We've been told that.
Well, I think so. He's getting ready to visit the children here in downtown Baton Rouge, and it's sure to be a great night.
Yeah, it really is. Of course, the weather cooperating, and we're looking forward to that. For those that are joining us this year, there are a couple of new things and new routes that there are going to be. The route starts on River Road at Government. Then the parade will pass us here at our broadcast location. That's on River Road on the overpass between the Raising Cane's River Center and the Louisiana Art Science Museum. The parade will go down River Road, taking a right on North Street, and then another right on 4th Street. From 4th, it's going to go until Main Street and then turn to the left. Then it goes 3 blocks up to 7th and around the corner to Laurel Street, down to 6th, where it takes another left. Are you following all this? And then it'll take a right onto Convention all the way back to River Road, where it will finish back where it started. So what that means is the VIP section actually gets to see the parade twice. That's not bad for VIP.
No, not at all. While we're talking about our VIP section, a big shout out to them. Get you a look today. They've got the best seats here at the parade. They're actually going to be pampered by the Cortana Kiwanis Club, and they're going to be pampered with beverages from Coca-Cola and the world-famous Cortana Kiwanis Jambalaya. If you haven't had it, Jared, today, it's the day to have it. It's so good.
Yeah, and if you haven't tasted it, you smell it kind of emanating across downtown, and it is good. Another feature of the parade is we're going to have one of the best Battle of the Bands ever. It's going to be a great competition, you guys. Area schools are going to compete. They're competing for bragging rights. They're competing for a cash donation or a Jambalaya fundraiser from Cortana Kiwanis Club.
That's
Not
right,
bad.
Jared. This year, we're actually going to see a little bit of a different kind of battle, as the Battle of the Bands will take place right here in front of our VIP section. They're going to feature all of the bands as they roll by, and they've got a tough job.
Yeah, they really do. I'm looking forward to that, Liz. We are all going to enjoy the school bands, the dance teams, as they pass us in the parade shortly, and we'll let you know at the very end of the broadcast, of course, how everybody did and who was the best.
That's it. And we want to remind you folks that there is a very special reason for this parade. The Christmas parade, well, it's organized by the Cortana Kiwanis every year to raise funds for our local community and the projects that come along with it. The event, it's a huge year-round undertaking by the dedicated Kiwanis volunteers, and they put in a lot of service hours, hundreds of them in fact, to bring awareness and essential funds for Kiwanis service projects. So this year, the proceeds from this parade, parade, they're going towards primarily benefiting two of our local charities, the Baton Rouge Children's Advocacy Center and the Baton Rouge Youth Coalition. The parade will also generate funds to provide smaller grants to several other children's-based charities in our area. If you'd like to become involved with Cortana Kiwanis, please visit the Christmas Parade website, www.christmasinvr.com, for more details. Cortana Kiwanis truly does so much to help our community, so please join us in supporting the organization.
They really do, and it's a great organization. And to that end, let's hear from the president of Cortana Kiwanis Foundation, Patricia Anderson.
On behalf of Cortana Kiwanis, thank you to our sponsors, volunteers, and attendees for supporting our annual Christmas parade. We especially want to thank our presenting sponsor, Baton Rouge Coca-Cola, as well as the City of Baton Rouge for their ongoing support. Kiwanis is a global organization of volunteers dedicated to improving the world, one child and one community at a time. Kids need Kiwanis, and that means we need you. This year's parade will primarily benefit the Baton Rouge Youth Coalition and the Baton Rouge Children's Advocacy Center, as well as provide numerous children's charities with microgrants to support critical services in our area's youth. If you would like to make a donation, you can scan the code on your screen or visit christmasinvr.com. Thank you and Merry Christmas!
Is a kid fearless? Nervous? Playful? Yes. 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 Kiwanis is 600,000 kids at heart doing all the little and big things it takes to help children around the world. Because kids need Kiwanis. All of them.
Every house starts as a blueprint, which turns an image to a foundation and turns a house into a home. We are Baton Rouge Children's Advocacy Center, and our foundation is built on trust. The BRCAC provides trauma-informed, child-focused services in the aftermath of physical abuse, sexual abuse, or a violent crime. If you suspect child abuse, call 1-855-4LA-KIDS. Baton Rouge Children's Advocacy Center. Hope is here.
My name is Dustin LaFont, and I'm the Executive Director of Front Yard Bikes. We're a youth workforce development program based in South Baton Rouge, and we serve hundreds of children across Baton Rouge through our Earn a Bike programs, life skills, and academic accountability programs. To help us continue providing opportunities for our youth, consider a donation to Front Yard Bikes. Our work isn't possible without your support. Visit frontyardbikes.com to give today. Thank you, and happy holidays from Front Yard Bikes.
Something magic in the night. Can you see it shining bright? Always Coca-Cola. Holidays are coming. Holidays are coming. Holidays are coming. Holidays are coming. Holidays are coming.
All right, Jared, here we go. And leading the parade is the Baton Rouge City Police. Baton Rouge Police led by Chief Thomas Morse, or TJ Morse Jr. He wishes all residents a very happy and safe season on behalf of the men and women who work every day and night to protect and serve us and our city.
Yeah, they do an absolutely great job. And now we welcome the Baton Rouge Fire Department. Established in 1825, it was the first department in the country to receive a Class 1 rating and has maintained it for over 40 years. Liz, did you know that it was first called the Baton Rouge Bucket Company? I didn't know that. The department is led by Fire Chief Michael Kimball and responders to they respond to more than 30,000 calls a year. Calls include fire, medical, hazardous materials, and rescue. Happy holidays from the Baton Rouge Fire Department.
You know, I love that they get a chance to have some fun. More often when you see our first responders,
Yeah.
they're responding to an emergency, but this is more lighthearted. The community gets to see them in a joyful light, getting candy and gifts from them. So thank you so much for your hard work and your service to our community. Have fun. Enjoy the night.
Yeah, definitely enjoy the night. You see all the kids are excited. They're a fan favorite out here.
Love to see. And look at that old school vehicle as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't think I've ever seen one of those before.
Yeah, I think we were both alive during a time. Maybe we're more the modern vehicles.
Well,
Or
you
out.
more so so
Yeah.
than me. I'm just trying to keep up here.
Following the Baton Rouge Fire Department, you see the Estruma ROTC program. We thank Liberty High School ROTC for presenting the colors for tonight's Cortana Kiwanis Christmas Parade.
Yeah, and they do an excellent job, too. As you can see, another one of the fan favorites. And also, next comes the Baton Rouge Caledonian Pipes and Drums Band. The Baton Rouge Caledonian Pipes and Drums and their stirring sounds of the Scottish bagpipes are a popular fixture in the diverse cultural landscape of Baton Rouge. Established for over 40 years and now under the direction of Pipe Major Stan Massiter. This award-winning band consistently places in the top of their class in major pipe band competitions all across the South.
Well, Jared, now coming down River Road is the Cortana Kiwanis float, all lit up in the Christmas colors. Cortana Kiwanis Club is the organization that puts together this incredible Christmas parade every year. Riding is the Cortana Kiwanis Parade Chair, Heather Folks-Gibbons, and her family. We thank Heather and all the Kiwanians for their hard work and amazing service to our community this year. Also, joining her on the float are officers from the Helix Mentorship STEAM Academy Key Club, students from Broadmoor Elementary, and Mayfair Lab, all schools that the Cortana Kiwanis sponsors throughout the year. Oh, that's awesome. Okay, the kids are getting close. Did you know, Jared, that Kiwanis is a global organization of volunteers dedicated to improving the world one child and one community at a time? Before the parade, Heather gave us a bag of the Cortana Kiwanis world-famous Cajun-style jambalaya mix. So let me tell you, this jambalaya is truly the best. You can actually purchase a 3-pound bag of it for only $15 from Cortana Kiwanis. Cortana Kiwanis is a volunteer-based membership club that meets every Thursday morning at 7:30 at Piccadilly Cafeteria on Sherwood Forest Boulevard.
We can tell you that the jambalaya is fantastic. We had a chance to sample it, and it should be world famous, I'll tell you that.
Oh, yes.
Okay, now we've got some really cool cars. We have a couple of great-looking vehicles from the Corvette Club. And
Ooh, that's a cool one.
I'll take any of these cars right now.
Okay.
That first white one that just kind of drove right under us, I mean, that's really flashy. I like that a lot.
You know that flashy one there with the black 2 stripes and the white body there? You know who's actually riding in that?
Who's in there?
Somebody notable from Baton Rouge, Jared.
Aha, that's right. Riding in one of those cars is our 2024 Grand Marshal from season 26 of NBC's The Voice. We have contestant Cozy Len hailing from the Baton Rouge area. And by the way, Cozy Len has captivated audiences nationwide with his stellar performances and heartwarming personality on The Voice. You may have even seen him. His music and charisma bring exceptional pride to his hometown. And Liz, we had the chance to listen to some of this young man's work.
Did.
And he is really good. He has a very soulful voice, does a lot of R&B, a lot of good stuff.
Love that. We're reading, too, that he actually sings at the Healing Place Church as well. Love to see Baton Rouge talent on a national stage like that.
Absolutely.
Love to see it.
All right, and Liz, here comes the Winter Dance Company marching down River Road.
They look so good. Look at them. They've got on their silver, pink, and purple. Look at them. From all ages, these ladies came ready to show out. Ooh. Okay.
And they work really hard to get here. This is kind of like a Super Bowl for some of these kids, and it's a good time for them to not only experience the limelight and be a part of the community, but also to strut their stuff and to kind of hone their own skills and see if they want to take it to the next level.
And then following the Winter Dance Company and the ladies putting on a stellar performance, we've got another member here of the Corvette Club, all decorated. I think somebody known to be quite a Christmas villain of sorts, Jared.
Yeah, the Grinch. Maybe the Grinch took that car, and I guess I'll have to get into cahoots with the Grinch here, and we'll have to split it up. We'll have to whack it up 50-50.
Okay, I like the way you're thinking. Then we got to figure out how to get back on Santa's nice list.
Yeah, you know what though? If I get the Corvette, I could be naughty. I could take a year off the nice list.
Okay, all right.
If I'm even on it at all. That's the million-dollar question.
Well, we'll have to find out when Santa comes to town.
We've got our first marching band coming through past our VIP section. It's the Glen Oaks Magnet High School Marching Band under the direction of Quanelle Nixon. They finished in first, by the way, in last year's Cortana Kiwanis Christmas Parade. Let's see what they have in store for us this year. Let's hear it for the Panthers.
Jared, they sound good. What a strong way to kick it off here.
Yeah, we have a lot of great bands once again put it together for the Glen Oaks Magnet High School Marching Band. They did a great job.
And as they march on, the Christmas parade continues. As we start panning up here, moving along with this next float, we actually have a diamond sponsor. Here comes the Grinch. We'd like to welcome and thank our diamond sponsor, Hancock Whitney Bank, to the Cortana Kiwanis Christmas Parade. Hancock Whitney has been a fantastic partner of the parade and Cortana Kiwanis community efforts for many years now. Hancock Whitney is not just a bank, but a dynamic partner committed to reinvesting in the community to improve the quality of life across the Gulf South. You can learn more about the Hancock Whitney services and commitment to the community at HancockWhitney.com.
And this Hancock Whitney Grinch float is a really, really nice one. I like how you definitely could tell they put the time in to put the Grinch. You got him kind of sticking out of the chimney there up front.
You really do. Commitment to character. Look at that. You've got even some Grinch characters dressed up on the float as well. Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. Hopefully that the throwers there on the float, there are a lot of kids that are throwing. Hopefully they'll throw them, nice and gently.
Yeah, looks like it so far. Following right behind Hancock Whitney are more Corvettes from the fantastic Corvette Club. Look at them. They've got their garland and their tinsel all lit up around the windshield, too.
Yeah, they definitely do. And I've noticed it was just a couple years ago. I want to say it was real recent when Corvette made a real big shift to their body and their body design. And I was on the road, and I remember when I first saw it was like 1 or 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And I said, wow, that's a nice looking Ferrari. Until I was like, no, it's a new Corvette. And I was telling my wife, I was like, I think I'm going to get one of these.
Oh, is that
yeah.
right?
Yeah, but well, you know what? We're a family now, so I think I'm going to have to wait till I retire to get like my fun car. But that's definitely at the top of my Christmas
That's a
list.
good husband. Good practical mindset for now.
There
good
you go.
thinking, Jared.
That
I
and the
like
fact that I've got to try to slow it down a little bit.
Yeah.
And the Corvette, I might not want to slow it down so much.
Well, you know who helps slow it down? Our fantastic healthcare workers,
Yes.
another diamond sponsor. Here are our friends from Our Lady of the Lake Children's Health, one of our longtime diamond sponsors of the Cortana Kiwanis Christmas Parade. Our Lady of the Lake Children's Hospital is Baton Rouge's only hospital built just for kids. They provide exceptional pediatric care. Today, we welcome some of the families, the patients and their families, along with several child life specialists who help make the hospital a less scary place for kids. Jared, did you know that they have more than 20 pediatric specialties in Baton Rouge
Wow.
and over 200 providers throughout Louisiana? Well, big thank you to Our Lady of the Lake Children's Health for once again being a big part of this year's Cortana Kiwanis Christmas Parade.
They do great work, and we always talk about it on Channel 9 on Our Lady of the Lake. They are one of our Sky 9 sponsors, and they do such a great job for children, and it's so important. They'll take a complicated, difficult situation and make it as good and as bright as possible.
And that's a gift. It's not easy to do. So our child life specialists, the doctors, the nurses, every person in that special facility, the community hospital that our community helped build, we are so grateful to have it right here in our backyard.
We really are, and we see another part of the Corvette Club. They've got a different color, I'll tell you right now. That one on the top says Stingray, and I bet you it definitely can move. It's got the nice little red racing stripe, very festive.
And I tell you what, following that cool ride, we've got some ladies who look like super women, the Elegant Dolls dance team, making their way dancing down River Road. The Elegant Dolls dance team ready to show out. You see that Superwoman emblem?
Yeah, I did see that.
Yeah, look at them go. Look at that. Dancers of all ages ready to go too.
And just as the title suggests, they are very elegant, and they look great. Don't they look great in their
They
outfits?
sure do. They really are shimmering. Now we'd like to welcome one of our silver sponsors for the Cortana Kiwanis Christmas Parade, Care South Medical and Dental. Care South cares and welcomes all patients. You can see a beautiful train float that they've got going on here.
It's really nice. That's like our first trolley float, if we can call it that.
That's a good way to describe it.
Kind of like a throwback to the Polar Express movie.
Very much so, which we've learned this week is one of your favorites.
Absolutely, this time of year, how can you not? And actually, they just did movies out there on the main lawn at a library in Goodwood, and everybody was out there Friday night. The weather hopefully cooperated the way it's cooperating tonight.
It sure is, Jared. And I
Yeah.
tell you what, weather cooperating for some great dance moves. You know who that is? That's the Washington Marion High School Marching Band with those moves. Making the trip all the way from Calcasieu Parish, from Lake Charles, in fact, the Washington Marion Marching Jukebox, under the direction of Tamikia Holiday, took home the bronze medal in last year's Battle of the Band. So let's see how they perform this year. We see them dancing as they make their way to the VIP section, Jared. Again, they've got their work cut out for them as they have to judge a number of different bands tonight.
They really do. Washington Marion High School is definitely one of the better ones, and you can see how well coordinated they are. You can tell they definitely put the time in.
As they march on closer here to the VIP section, how about we listen in to see what sights and sounds they're going for as they compete for the gold medal tonight.
Little Mariah Carey for you, right?
I love that. Great choice.
And they did an excellent job.
They
And you know
sure
what?
did.
And not only do we appreciate them, but directly flanking them, coming up right behind them, is a group that is excellent and very, very cute. Now we have Baton Rouge's sweetest dance troupe, the Baton Rouge Beignets. You have to love that name. The Beignets are a wonderful and supportive group of women who have a passion for dancing, costuming, and making people smile. They dance like no one is watching, enjoy questionable amounts of glitter, and have fun no matter what the situation. Merry Christmas to us all. Merry Christmas to you all from the Beignets. What a great name.
And what a way to introduce them with these vixen-like gingerbread and snow women. Smooth. I didn't know that the ginger man and the snowman were so limber, but look at them.
They really are, aren't they? Well, you know,
Yes.
they've been stretching out. I've been trying to do a little bit of stretching myself before coming out here.
Yeah.
You don't want to pull anything.
You sure don't.
You don't want to cart off the snowman.
How about a candy cane? Can I interest you in a pepper cane from this elf? A peppermint candy
I'll take
cane?
that. Yeah, I'll take that.
Well, coming on down here is a diamond sponsor. Front Yard Bikes is a community bike shop and youth workforce development program teaching participants of all ages bicycle mechanics, urban gardening, welding, and cooking. The program offers youth safe, free after-school activities while empowering youth leaders, problem solvers, and change makers. The heart of the program is motivated by compassion for youth in low-income communities that are willing to work for a better world. The program impacts the youth of Baton Rouge one bike at a time, one heart at a time. Because of the youth today are the leaders of tomorrow. How true is that?
Yeah, it really is.
Thanks to the Front Yard Bikes for being one of the diamond sponsors for tonight's parade.
And you know, with their name, Front Yard Bikes, they do really so much, as you mentioned, teaching all ages about not only that, but gardening, welding, mechanics, even cooking. So covering a wide variety of different things that are very, very useful.
Yes, indeed.
All right, and we've got another band coming our way. Here comes the Geo Prep Academy dance team leading the way for the Geo Next Generation High School Marching Band.
All right. The Geo Next Generation High School Sounds of Distinction Marching Band is under the direction of Dorothy Williams. They were actually runner-up in last year's battle, so let's listen in to their performance coming up. Oh, okay, this Christmas.
One of my personal favorites here. This band's got more of a smoother sound, smooth feel to it.
They sure do.
I like it.
And again, this is Geo Next Generation High School. Don't let the height of some of these members fool you. They are high school band members, and the VIP section is loving it, Jared.
Yeah, they really are. And this Next Generation High School, their sounds of distinction, I definitely agree. That's the word that I would use, because they do sound a little bit unique from some of the other bands that we've already heard from.
Okay. Oh! Look at them putting on a show.
That's the breakdown.
Yes. That sure is distinct. And there they go, marching right along. Will it be enough to take the top of the prizes for the Battle of the Bands? We will see at the end of the parade, Jared.
Time will tell. I definitely think they're going to be right up there. And oh, by the way, right behind them, tailing them, we've got another one coming up of our Platinum sponsors. We'd like to welcome a brand new Platinum sponsor to this year's parade, your #1 Chevrolet dealership of Louisiana, Jerry Lane. They would like to wish everyone a Merry Christmas. They have a huge end-of-the-year sale going on now. Save thousands on your new car. You can count on Jerry Lane Chevrolet. Thanks, Jerry Lane, for sponsoring this year's parade.
That's a pretty cool one. Look at the emblem logo lit up right in front. Those lights are pretty cool.
That must be something relatively new. I have to admit, I don't think I've seen that yet.
Got to be. Very modern-looking front headlights.
They're breaking out the 25s and the 26s over here.
It's looking like it.
Getting a glimpse into the future. Rolling next is Breck's Baton Rouge Zoo. Breck's Baton Rouge Zoo is the #1 year-round family attraction in Baton Rouge, providing encounters with tigers, giraffes, as we see there, rhinos and alligators, and offering a variety of exhibits that are both fun and, of course, educational, including the Flamingo Cove, the Safari Playground, L'Aquarium de Louisiane, and the ever-popular Kids Zoo. Yes, it's a kid's favorite. I know all about that one. Please make plans to visit the zoo soon. More info can be found at www.brzoo.org. Liz, have you been to the zoo lately?
I have. It is remarkable what they've done there with the transformation of the entrance and the various exhibits. They are surely impressive.
Yes, they've put a lot of money into it. There are a lot of new and exciting things to see. We've got them on our show all the time.
Yes.
And they're great, and it's one of the better zoos. It really is. If you haven't been there recently, definitely check them out.
Now you see a marching band coming on through. This is the Plaquemine High School Green Machine Marching Band. Now they won the Battle of the Bands 2 years ago at the Cortana Kiwanis Christmas Parade. Let's see if they can reclaim their title in 2024. Plaquemine High's band is under the direction of Anthony Hollins.
And it's not easy to win Battle of the Bands, so you know that they are battle tested.
Sure are. And the Cortana Kiwanis Christmas Parade fun continues when we come back.
Our topic today is about savings. What is savings?
We have individual dreams.
an example?
And we also have shared dreams for our cities and communities. Hancock Whitney isn't just a bank for our clients. We're investing in our hometowns, making life better for everyone. So keep dreaming. We've got your back.
Wishing you a Merry Christmas and a healthy New Year.
The spirit of healing.
Why is buying a new car so stressful?
Well, here at Jerry Lane Chevrolet, we take away the stress and help you through every step. Kind of like a guardian angel.
This one.
Well, ma'am, it looks like we're good to go.
Wow, that was really easy.
You know what they say? Every time a bell rings.
Another happy customer here at Jerry Lane Chevrolet.
Not where I was going with that, but okay.
Why do you have wings on?
I don't know.
Peculiar.
We're glad to welcome one of our diamond sponsors, the Kids Orchestra. Founded in 2010, Kids Orchestra has dedicated 14 years of service to providing accessible music education, academic enrichment, social and emotional learning, and healthy meals to at-risk students in South Louisiana. In the 23-24 school year, Kids Orchestra served 1,100 students, providing over 53,000 hours of individual music and social emotional learning instruction in addition to after-school education. Wow, great. And Kids Orchestra offers programs like books and music in East Baton Rouge Parish Libraries, summer camp, and weekly music sessions for adults with disabilities. With 90% of students receiving scholarships, Kids Orchestra provides accessible music education, fostering equity, creativity, and connection, empowering individuals and uniting our Louisiana communities. Thanks again to Kids Orchestra for being a big part of the Cortana Kiwanis Downtown Baton Rouge Christmas Parade.
Love to see it. That's an impressive float, no less.
It really is.
You know who's following them, Jared? We've got the Define Dance Studio here. They're dancing up River Road, that studio dance team. And don't mistake it here. I know you're looking, thinking, well, where are they? They are the little ones.
They're the little ones. You got to peel your eyes. They're there.
Look at them. They've got the red shirts on with their red pants, coming on with moms and all the leaders of that group. They're kind of leading the way with the baby, the stroller.
I see that.
Leading the pack. How cute are they?
And right behind them, right behind the Define Dance Studio, we have the Dynamic Dancers Elite Dance Team.
They look fantastic.
And they're showing us a thing or two about why they are so elite. I would definitely agree with that.
Wow. They are putting on quite the show.
They're showing their moves and not only getting their steps in, they're really, you can see they're really getting it over there.
There is something strange in the neighborhood this Christmas, Jared. So, okay, one more time. Who are you going to call?
Ghostbusters.
Yes, indeed. Returning to the parade this year are the Louisiana Ghostbusters. This fan group actually formed in 2010. They made their first parade debut here at the Cortana Kiwanis Christmas Parade that December. The Louisiana Ghostbusters are a philanthropic fan group of volunteers who use their costumes and props as a source of event enhancement for all sorts of charities, ranging from hospital visits to fundraisers. Today, the Louisiana Ghostbusters are excited to return to our parade to help spread cheer and deal with the Christmas spirits. I saw them walking around downtown Baton Rouge without the Jeep here and their float. I was like, wait a minute, maybe there's a costume part. Nope, it's the Louisiana Ghostbusters.
And this is what they do, hospital visits. They basically put smiles on everybody's faces. They are definitely a fan favorite over here. And you can even see they've got some really cool floats. They've got the Ghostbuster emblem on the first one, and then flanking it, it looks like we've got the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
Oh, that's awesome.
Along with Ecto-1. And I can tell you, they are all running to the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. All the kids, they want to get down here to take pictures. Yeah, you know, in the movie, he's the bad guy, but I always think he was, you know, he's a cute-looking bad guy, I'll tell you that.
He sure is.
Suddenly, I'm in the mood for marshmallows.
Following the Ghostbusters and the Stay Puft Man, we've got the Beat the Streets Band under the direction of Christopher Johnson, considered one of Louisiana's grassroots nonprofit programs. They've been a staple of the Cortana Kiwanis Christmas Parade for years. So, Jared, I think it's time to hear those beats.
Let's hear it.
Before we get to the band, we have quite a few of these dancer troops and dancers leading the way.
They're getting it now. And their drum section is obviously very, very talented, as you hear them moving by right now. Just under where we are sitting here, and they're really good, I'll tell you.
They're beating the streets, Jared.
Well, so you played the flute, I played the trumpet. None of us were ever on the drums, but I always wanted to just kind of walk it with, you know, the big, just kind of banging the snare drum. I kind of always wanted to do that. I think I'd want to do it for the first couple of blocks, and then after the first few blocks, I'm like, all right, somebody take these drums from me.
Right. Because you've got to carry it the whole time, too.
Oh, yeah, big time.
An impressive group. It looks like we've got the EBR Sheriff's Office, the DARE program, coming up in tow. We want to say thank you to the East Baton Rouge Sheriff's Office for being a part of this year's parade. Here comes that DARE truck moving right through the VIP area. DARE stands for Drug Abuse Resistance Education. The East Baton Rouge Sheriff's Office will deliver the DARE message to 2,400 elementary and 1,000 middle school students this year. Thanks again to our Sheriff's Department for all they do for our parish.
And they really do a great job. Wow, 2,400 elementary schools.
That's a lot.
That is a whole ton. And then right below us, we also have the Dainty Steppers dance team with their vehicle. The Dainty Steppers, they're showing us why they're called dainty, and they're looking very dainty, I'll say.
I think they're trying to go for the reindeer vibe going on.
I thought that's what they were going for.
And up next, we've got the McKinley High School Royal Court. It is great to have McKinley back in this year's parade. Look at them, royalty, the crowns, waving their saber on a beautifully decorated float, no less.
They're very fancy, I'll tell you that.
I tell you, McKinley does it up.
They really do. This is actually one of the nicer floats that I've seen so far. I've got to give them credit.
Isn't it impressive? And
Yeah.
how good does the Royal Court look on the float tonight?
Yeah, it looks royal. It looks like they're going to have like a royal wedding ceremony or something. And you've got to love the crowns, too. Look at how beautiful that crown is.
Truly. Royalty, our king and queen in the Royal Court, no less. Beautiful to see.
And then right behind them, you're hearing the sounds of the Baker High School Symphony of Soul. Their marching band program, under the direction of Guy Triel Kent, has historically been the heartbeat of the city of Baker. We welcome Baker High School back to the Cortana Kiwanis Christmas Parade. Let's take a listen.
Okay, Jared, here comes one of our diamond sponsors, Guarantee Media. Guarantee station include Talk 107.3 FM, Talk 104.5, ESPN, 100.7 The Tiger, and its flagship station, Eagle 98.1.
That's right, Liz. Talk 107.3 FM is the new flavor of talk. Baton Rouge's talk and information leader with Brian Haldane, Moon Griffin, Brian Kilmeade, and Dave Ramsey, and plenty more.
104.5 ESPN features the best coverage of the LSU Tigers, the Southern Jaguars, and the New Orleans Saints and Pelicans. Home to Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and T-Bob Hebert, Live at Lunch with Jimmy Ott and Charles Hannegriff, The Hunt Palmer Show, and the award-winning After Further Review with Matt Moscona.
Yeah, we've had a lot of them on our news channel.
Yes.
Absolutely. 100.7, The Tiger is Louisiana's country station, playing local, regional, and national country music and featuring personalities Big D and Bubba, Jimmy Brooks, and Brittany Rhodes.
And of course, Eagle 98.1 is a 100,000-watt station that rocks South Louisiana, featuring Richard Condon, Scott Robb, Michelle Southern, and Scotty Mack. It's been the flagship home of the LSU Sports since 1998, and also home to all New Orleans Saints football games. Thanks to Flynn Foster and Gordy Rush at Guarantee Media for their annual support.
Yes, thank you for all that you do. Now we have the marching band from Collegiate Baton Rouge High School participating in tonight's Battle of the Bands. The tidal wave of sound marching band from Collegiate Baton Rouge High is under the direction of Karen Brown. Let's see how they do.
All right, they've got some good bass, good sound to them, Jared.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they sound very crisp. I mentioned it earlier, and I'll say it again. The judges, it's no easy task for the Battle of the Bands tonight. They've got a lot of great ones that are participating.
That is.
Now up is the Baton Rouge Youth Coalition. For over 10 years, the Baton Rouge Youth Coalition, known as BRIC, has prepared high-achieving, under-resourced students to enter, excel in, and graduate from college. Their free after-school programs help students successfully transition to high school. build strong study and self-advocacy skills, master the ACT test, and submit competitive college and scholarship applications. And also, BRIC's Persistence team supports students through the college process, earning their degree and beyond. This year, they're serving 300 high schoolers and over 500 alumni. If you know a teenager who could benefit from their programs, visit the bryc.org site. Thanks to BRYC for being a diamond sponsor of the Cortana Kiwanis Christmas Parade.
And remember, everyone proceeds from this year's parade will primarily benefit two great organizations, the Baton Rouge Youth Coalition and the Baton Rouge Children's Advocacy Center. If you'd like to support too, you can donate by scanning the code on your screen now or visit christmasinbr.com. Jared, I love that this parade not only does so much to bring holiday cheer to tens of thousands of people each year, but also makes an incredible impact with these outstanding Baton Rouge charities. Every dollar you give stays local to help local kids. Donate this Christmas season to help Baton Rouge area kids, perhaps even a child you know.
Well said, Liz. Giving through the Cortana Kiwanis donation link today really makes a very big difference. Join us in being a part of something incredibly special this year, helping the Baton Rouge Youth Coalition and the Baton Rouge Children's Advocacy Center.
It's sounding like we're hearing the booming voice of Mariah Carey on the speakers of this float. Liberty Magnet High School, great presence in the parade this year with the float and their marching band coming right up after.
Yeah, they have a really nice float, and they've got some good throws too, and I could see that because the crowd is moving around to them. You know, you get totally different things in different floats.
Yeah.
Wow, a Frisbee almost just made it up here on the bridge.
They're bouncing, Jared. That parade is that float is bouncing.
Yeah, there have a lot of people, and they're moving. That's not the wind that's blowing them back and forth. They've got a lot of energy. They've got a whole bunch of throws, and I can tell you they're throwing all kinds of stuff. I see Frisbees, I see hula hoops, and I see all kinds of beads galore. Yeah, that's why everybody's crowding around this float.
Yes. And then you hear the horns right behind them. Kind of an introduction to the great Liberty Magnet High School marching band.
A band like no other. And like you said before, Liz, this is another Battle of the Bands competitor, the Liberty Magnet High School. They're called the Powerhouse of the South Marching Band under the direction of Stephen Gregory. Again, that's the Powerhouse of the South.
Let's listen to the Powerhouse. And Jared, following the band from Liberty Magnet, we've got the Greater Bridge Academy, a float with a lot of energy. We've got, looks like a DJ, an MC. We've got a packed float, no less.
I was just going to say, I don't know if there's like a capacity, a maximum capacity, but I'm going to tell you, this is the most densely packed float that we've had so far.
Are they giving away a bike? Look at that.
Are they going to throw the bike?
Maybe. That's a big...
That is
parade.
That is an ambitious throw right there if they're going to throw that bicycle. I think they're going to gently set it down. I'll tell you right now, that's the one that you want to go to. This
I agree.
Greater Bridge Academy, they're throwing bicycles? How about that how's that for a throw?
That's why you don't want to miss the Cortana Kiwanis Christmas Parade. You never know what you're going to see.
Yeah, and that's where the party's at right now. I would jump onto that float with them, but I don't think there's room for me.
Yeah, they've got it packed. It looks like we've got some support vehicles in tow, and then up next, here comes one of our gold sponsors, the East Baton Rouge Parish Library. The East Baton Rouge Parish Library is a community service organization that connects our citizens with information, resources, materials, technology, and experiences in order to make a positive difference in their lives. Today, East Baton Rouge Parish Library is comprised of a main library on Goodwood and 13 community or regional branch libraries and several bookmobiles like this one. Visit your nearest library today or visit ebrpl.com to learn more. We thank the library for being a gold sponsor of the Cortana Kiwanis Christmas Parade.
Okay, Liz, looking beyond the library, I could see another group coming our way. I see more dancers coming down River Road right towards our location. This must be the Movements in Motion. The Movements in Motion dance team with their vehicle, and their dancers are out ready to rock and roll here. Let's check out their performance.
Love the touch of red, the red gloves. All right, ladies. Look at that choreography and that hairography. These ladies are working it. Woo. And I tell you, these girls are rocking curls all over the world. Look at all of them. And following the Movements in Motion dance team, we've got the Helix Mentorship STEAM Academy marching band. Do you know they're right here in the heart of downtown Baton Rouge? The Sound of Downtown is an up-and-coming, fast-growing program under the direction of Mr. Michael Bingham. Let's see how Helix performs in this year's Battle of the Bands. Coming up behind them, we've got the Blaze Bombshells dance team. Blue caps. We've got our red outfits going on. Red shoes, you can't miss them.
And they look great, decked out in their red, black, and blue. We just saw the fire engine red car move on by, the Chevy, and they're looking equally good out there.
They sure are.
As we mentioned before, we've got tons of bands in our Battle of the Band, and you can see this marching band coming our way. This is the Madison Preparatory Academy Band, affectionately known as the, quote, the Stampede of the Soul. It's from right here in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and they are also joined by the marvelous Dancing Diamonds to thrill the audience with their kicks and their twists. The directors are Ryan Harris, Nicole Coleman, Antonio Gardner, Michael Harris Sr., and Kennard Jarrell. Let's have a little bit of a listen.
How great did they sound, Jared?
Yeah, they sound amazing. And again, this is a really difficult job for all of the judges here, for all the different battle, the band's participants. I don't envy the task that they have. They're all number one, in my opinion.
Truly. And of course, our station, WAP Channel 9, has been a big part of the parade for many years now. We're proud to be Baton Rouge's leader for news, weather, investigative reporting, sports, and other great programming throughout the day. And Jared, I have to say how wonderful it is to host this iconic Baton Rouge holiday tradition with you on behalf of WAP and Gray Television.
Same here, Liz. I could not have said it any better myself. I feel so wonderful to be hosting this year's parade for the first time with you. Hopefully it's the first of many years to come. And how fortunate we are, thanks again to all the great Cortana Kiwanis volunteers that run this parade and our television production partners, Daniel J. Fields Consulting, Moxie Media, and WAFB.
We're so proud to be here tonight. And Jared, I think it's almost time for the star of tonight's parade. I see the Coca-Cola truck coming down River Road, so that means Santa is coming to town.
That's right, Liz. Here comes Baton Rouge Coca-Cola, our presenting sponsor and partner in service with Cortana Kiwanis volunteers all year round. First up for Coca-Cola are the Coca-Cola 18-wheelers, and they're always so nice. Even when I was a kid, this was one of my all-time favorites.
Yes, I love that it stood the test of time. Every child and now adult knows that when the Coca-Cola truck comes, the polar bears, you associate that with Christmas.
I mean, I still get excited. I'm an adult, and I still absolutely love that.
I'm with you.
And also, our kid's Grand Marshal, the Coca-Cola polar bear.
Oh!
You see him in the holiday Coca-Cola commercials all the time. You've seen him throughout the years. It's so fun to have him here right in the Baton Rouge area.
Look at him. He's waving. He's on that Jeep there. The Coca-Cola bear is here in Baton Rouge.
And you know what? It may not be as cold as the polar bears used to, but I think we're doing okay here tonight.
I think so. I think it's a warm reprieve from the North Pole.
And suddenly I'm in the mood for a nice cold Coke.
How convenient. Thankfully, our VIP section is stocked full of them. And, of course, here he is, Santa Claus himself, riding atop the Coca-Cola Express, here to make your holidays merry and bright. It also looks like Santa Claus brought Mrs. Claus, too.
He did. You can't go anywhere without the missus.
No.
And they've got their hands full, not only over the next few weeks getting all the presents ready for all the great kiddos out there who are on the nice list, not the naughty list like I am.
Oh.
Baton Rouge's Coca-Cola is in the business of providing refreshment. Many favorite brands are produced at the facility here in Baton Rouge, including your favorites: Coke, Diet Coke, Coke Zero Sugar, Sprite, Barks, Dr. Pepper, Dasani, and also Powerade.
Baton Rouge Coca-Cola was started in 1906 and in the December of 2008 moved to its current location on Plank Road in North Baton Rouge across from the Baton Rouge Metro Airport. Today, they produce over 4.5 million 8-ounce servings daily. That's about 1,800 cans per minute with over 400 brands and packages. They also have an on-site recycling center that reclaims materials such as plastic, aluminum, cardboard, and stretch film. Almost 600 tons of material are recycled annually.
Wow, 600 tons. Yeah, that is a lot of material to be recycled. And in 2025, Coca-Cola has some exciting news. In February of 2025, coming right up, Coke will be introducing Coca-Cola Orange Cream.
Oh.
How about that? The iconic and beloved taste of Coca-Cola with a hint of orange cream.
Yum.
It's a twist you cannot resist. Coca-Cola will also be bringing back an iconic look for Coca-Cola in 2025 that they can't wait to share, Liz.
What the folks at Coca-Cola are most excited about this year is that this is their annual holiday food bank red bag campaign benefiting the Greater Baton Rouge Food Bank. Baton Rouge Coca-Cola has partnered up with WAFB TV, iHeartMedia, and Associated Food Stores in the holiday red bag campaign, benefiting, of course, the Greater Baton Rouge Food Bank. If you'd like to help support this campaign, stop in at any of your local participating Associated Food Stores and look for those red Coca-Cola prepackaged bags.
Bags cost $10, and they are filled with non-perishable holiday food items, or a holiday meal in a bag, as they like to call it, that will go to a family in need. They are trying to reach a goal of selling over 15,000 bags this year, so please help by purchasing a bag the next time you are shopping at an Associated Food store. You can find a list of those stores by visiting WAFB.com. The bags will be picked up by the food bank and distributed to families in need across an 11-parish area over the holidays. Bags can be purchased until December 29th, or if you'd prefer, simply donating to the Greater Baton Rouge Food Bank. You can do so by visiting their website anytime at www.brfoodbank.org.
Thank you to Baton Rouge Coca-Cola for their generosity and for making it possible for Santa Claus to be here and for supporting the parade every year. And let's hear from our sponsors, and we'll be right back.
Something magic in the night. Can you see it shining bright? Always Coca-Cola. Holidays are coming. Holidays are coming. Holidays are coming. Holidays are coming. Holidays are coming.
Tiger Country is 100.7 The Tiger. In the car on 100.7 FM or on the 100.7 The Tiger app. 90s country and beyond. 100.7 The Tiger.
Hey, we're Big D and Bubba. Wake up with us every weekday morning on 100.7 The Tiger.
Download our free Tiger app and take us with you anywhere in the world. The only country station in town that is live and local. 100.7 The Tiger.
The reason why I decided to come on this college trip was to gain more experience and knowledge on like how it is to live on these certain colleges.
I feel like us coming to break, it helped a lot because we're first generation, so my parents didn't get an experience, so we kind of did everything on our own.
For Grambling, for example, I remember Xing Grambling off of my like college list, but after coming here, I'm kind of considering it. I do like the campus life they have, the community they were talking about.
At Kids Orchestra, we serve over 1,000 students annually, providing high-quality after-school music education, social emotional learning lessons, and healthy meals. To learn more, go to kidsorchestra.org.
That wraps up the 73rd annual Cortana Kiwanis Christmas Parade. We'd like to wish you a blessed and Merry Christmas and a wonderful 2025. Along with the Cortana Kiwanis Club and Foundation, we thank everyone who helped make this parade possible.
And we're definitely very grateful to this year's presenting sponsors, Coca-Cola of Baton Rouge, and our TV broadcast partners, Daniel J. Fields Consulting, Moxie Media, Your View Louisiana, and of course, WAFB TV Channel 9. Thank you again to our 2024 Diamond Level sponsors, Baton Rouge Youth Coalition, Front Yard Bikes, Guarantee Media, Hancock Whitney, Kids Orchestra, and Our Lady of the Lake Children's Health.
Of course, and a special thank you to Mayor President Sharon Weston Broom. We thank her and appreciate her support over the last 8 years, along with the City of Baton Rouge, which helps make the magic of the parade happen for all families to enjoy. Jared, thanks for being a terrific co-host. It has been such a blast to be here with you and the City of Baton Rouge tonight.
Thank you, Liz, and everything worked out beautifully. It was a pleasure to be here, pleasure working with you. You're a consummate professional.
Likewise.
And yes, the weather held out. And we thank you also for being a part of the Cortana Kiwanis Christmas Parade. Make sure that you're here next year to experience the magic in person right here this time next year. Good night to you all.
Merry Christmas, everyone.